Now, okay, can we just park everything? Because it would be really remiss of us as cultural observers if we didn't talk about the most significant cultural moment that has probably happened in the past decade. Okay, are you ready for it?
Right.
And that is our gazers need our opinions on Brooklyn and the Beckhams.
Well, I mean, what did he say? Is that the wedding was ruined by his mother dancing inappropriately on him, like she was doing a tap dance on him or something. I didn't quite get that. Yeah, I mean, it's quite juicy. I mean, I don't give a fuck, to be honest. But there's a part of me that says, hang on a second, Brooklyn. Your mum and dad basically paid for everything. You haven't had to work. You haven't had to work your arse off, have you? Whatever you've done, did you ever see those photographs he took as part of his photography? They were shit. He could have done blurred, out of focus. I think there's one he actually writes. There's a photograph of some people around the table, and he writes, "Yeah, it's a bit blurred, but you can kind of get a sense of what's going on." It's like, so
It's kind of like our
you've had
YouTube
these,
channel.
yeah, you've had this very privileged life, and you've also met your wife, who I'm sure is lovely, but who happens to be from the richest families in America. So it's almost like, well, you don't need their money now because you've got your wife's money. So I'm just all a bit sniffy about it. I mean, there is some footage of them at some premiere when he's trying to bring his wife in, and Victoria is clearly not very happy about it. But I mean, who gives a fuck, honestly? What's your take?
Well, I mean, my first take is seriously, who gives a fuck? My second
Hmm.
take is it just goes to show you have all that money. What does fame do? What does money do? It just corrupts and would they be having all these arguments if they didn't have a pot to piss in? They were typical working class people. Just
Well, they
feels
probably would.
fame corrupts.
They probably would be having these arguments, but it wouldn't be all over the bloody newspapers, would it? It's
No,
just
and I
like
mean
it's
it just
basically
yeah, it just feels so futile and silly and ridiculous. But I mean, they obviously
yes,
have a whole bank and a whole team of publicists and lawyers that are pouring all over this, ready to give their advice. And whoever's advising them at the moment isn't doing a great job about it because this is all blown up. Unless, I mean, if it was just him and he's just decided to pick up his phone and just rage, but it all seems a bit cynical to me. Was it PR masterminded? Was this a kind of like a opening salvo to what's going to become a back and forth PR war, publicist war, etc.? But I mean, it's like a car crash that you drive past, you can't stop but just watch a little bit and watch it all unfold. And I heard a really interesting take on the radio was that, we've had Trump in Greenland, we've had reports about ice, we've had Russia and Crimea, and everything has just been so heavy. So when something like this comes along, everyone goes, just forget about that for the moment. Let's just concentrate on, did Victoria Beckham do a dirty dance on her son's lap at the wedding?
yeah. I have to say, I have been enjoying all the various permutations and suggestions of what actually the dance was that I've seen on social media. Some like inappropriate dancing from various shows and stuff, or even Victoria singing I'm not such an innocent girl.
Well, it's funny you should say that because as of this morning, Victoria's 2001 single, Not Such an Innocent Girl, has shot to number one on the iTunes chart in Ireland. And as of now, I it's definitely at number two in the UK charts. And I heard rumblings when I came upstairs that it might have gone to number one. So this is breaking news. The chart positions have been driven by social media campaigns, which is determined to fix the national tragedy that Victoria is the only Spice Girl without a solo number one. So
Well,
it's driving the cultural narrative, darling.
I mean, there was always a sense, that it was a shame that she'd never had number one, and it'd be quite nice if she did. I'm having a little Spice nostalgia trip at the moment. Actually, generally, early noughties pop at the moment. So, yeah, fair enough.